What's up, folks? It's time to get some LOTRO under our belts. Where am I? Oh, that's right. I'm in Smeagol's cave. I'm in Gollum's cave right now. I am not in West Gondor. That's because I came over here to do my LOTRO tourism episode last week. I kind of forgot about that and left my character here. We're gonna duck out real quick because there's a quick little graffiti thing I want to show everybody if you've never seen this before. Oh, by the way, this is Gollum's cave in the heart of the Misty Mountains. It's so cool. This is what I did for last week's episode of the LOTRO tourism series, which I'll be recording the next episode today or tomorrow for release later this week. We're going to be starting to cover the journey from Rivendell down to the Misty Mountains, south through Eregion into Moria. Stick around for that. Looks like somebody updated the message of the day to remind everybody that we have the Free Quests 2022 in the LOTRO store going out until the end of October, which allows you to get all sorts of free expansion packs. Look at this. I love this graffiti that the orcs put in here. Ooh, I sense a creature is nearby. Listen to that music. I love that music. By the way, I just woke up from a nap. I haven't made the bed behind me. I was sleeping with cats. So I've got the cat sheet. Lucas was in here with Luke and Leia. I don't really care. Actually put some shorts on because I'm sitting here in my boxers. Man, you guys got the real Renfield today. I just don't give a fudge. Alright, we gotta get back to Gondor, because that's where we're supposed to be questing. Where am I bound, by the way? Morlad. That music is really good. What's up, Eric Mart? I'm good, how are you? Let's see here. We're gonna recall back to Morlad. We're gonna continue our adventures through central Gondor. I still have a mission to try to wrap up Lord of the Rings Online, the main storyline, by the end of the year. I don't know if it's possible. We're gonna see if we can. I want to try to get to Mount Doom and throw the ring into the fire. Well, I don't throw the ring into fire. Frodo does, but still. I gotta remember where we're requesting. Okay, we are way away from here. I know that much. Go to Central Gondor. We're over here by Argir. We're about East Pelargir. I said Argir. It's Pelargir, but you just can't see the letters in here. So East Pelargir is where we need to ride.
These are troublesome times indeed.
Can't even get there. Western Gondor. Columbell, probably. Pork in a jar, babushka style. Nice. I made a big pot of fava bean soup a few days ago. I don't know if you saw that, Eric, when I put up a YouTube short. I did it outside on the wood fire, but it has bacon and a bunch of other stuff in it. And then I also cooked some steak and then used the steak
How
to go
may
with
I
it.
help you, friend?
Ethering. Man, I would have to move my bind point. I suppose I could have always used a mithril coin just to travel directly there. What happened? Huh? No?
Gondor needs your aid.
West Pelargia, there we go. So, do you see what Chris just did? She's like, you didn't clean the bed before you started streaming. Hopefully life is treating you well over there in Bulgaria, Eric Moore. Eggplant and turkey curry. Yum yum. Oh, man, the homemade bread is what kills me. I told Chris I want to start making homemade bread here because I haven't had good bread since we left the city, and it's been like 6 months, and I haven't had good bread, and I need to just make my own.
These are troublesome times indeed.
I can't use any of these things yet, but this is from Rosk. Stick pin of regrowth. I have to be level 100, that's why. Spicy meat. Why so spicy? Alright. Luchnik bread stuffed with caramelized onions. I may have had that before, but I don't remember it, Eric Mar. Yeah, feel free. Send me. Just actually make it, put it in the craft section of Discord. That way, other people can see it, because I would love to have a competition even. See who makes a better version of it. Alright, we need to find the crossing of Iruai, south of Tumladen, and defeat the Haradrim that threaten the crossings. Well, let's head to the crossings first. Grab this stable point. Oh, probably because we had to make the change with the bot, Eric Mar. We had to you'll have to... Here. I might be able to fix that. I might be able to manually give you the right to post, because we were having problems with all of the spam, and so we had to install a bot to at the very least, Erigmar, in Discord, there's a rules post. Just click yes to the rules post. The rest of it should be easy. I should be able to manually level you up so that you can post. Give me a second here. Just make sure you've checked the box or whatever it is in the rules post, and then I just manually gave you XP, so you should be able to post links and pictures and stuff. We had to put that in because we got some really bad spam attacks from bots, so we had to install our own bot, which moderates everything now. People have to level up in our server to be able to post
How
things.
may I help you, friend?
It sucks. I don't like to have to be all like rule oriented, but yeah, I can't have people posting porn links and hate speech. Having to ride quite a ways today. There you go. Oh, at least that's how you post. Ooh, look at the statues up here. Oh, this is the crossroads. Look at the statues overlooking the river here. Yeah, I'm really ready. I'm hungry for some bread right now. Oh, there's a whole bunch of marauders taking over the crossroads here. Haradrim threaten to overrun the crossing of Eroi. And if it still gives you problem for some reason about posting, you can just send it to me directly and I'll share it. But you should be able to post freely now. Alright, we've defeated the Haradrim. Now it says we need to talk to Angbor on the small hill west of the crossings. Yeah, no rush. No rush, Angbor. Ah, you're writing it. Perfect. While you're doing that, we're going to turn in here.
Very good, my friend.
You have disrupted the preparations of the Haradrim, and my men will be able to cross to Eroi without fear of Sothron fortifications. Even a force of 4,000 can suffer many losses when attacking a much smaller force, providing the smaller force some time to prepare.
Let us go to the meeting of the roads south of Imloth-Melwi.
Lothronok is a land of beauty, but we must not slow our steps to admire its sweet-smelling flowers. There will be time enough for that when the war is won. We must go to Minas Tirith. The fields of the Pelennor outside the White City are encircled by a great wall, the Ramas Ekor, through which we must pass. The south gate in the Ramas is located in the haven of Harland. That is where we must go. First we will do as Aragorn requested and see how fares the settlement of Imloth-Melwi to the north along the road. There is a meeting there in Lothronok. Let us go there and assess the situation. Are we finally going to get to Minas Tirith today? We may. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, if my internet suddenly drops and I suddenly disappear, my ISP has been doing work the past few days. The internet's been up and down Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and yesterday. Today it's been up all day, so fingers crossed. Keep hitting B for bags because I'm way too accustomed to playing World of Warcraft recently. Bags, bags, open the bags. I mean, I don't really want to bind here, but if we're getting to Minas Tirith, I want to wait till I get there and I'll change my bind point.
Gondor needs your aid.
I need to check with Chris and see if the coffee's ready. Man, now I really want fresh bread. I'm hungry. I know Chris is cooking something, but fresh bread sounds really good. A wagon is stopped in the road. You recognize its driver from his exasperated expression.
I did not expect to see you again. Still on the road, eh?
I'm not too proud to tell you that when Netherden returned to my wagon with a second barrel of nails, I considered giving up my profession and becoming a recluse, then and there. I weighed that course very seriously, but in the end I decided it would be shameful to surrender to such a trial, and I remain a wagon driver. My son has done nothing but make me regret that choice ever since. Father, I ate too many apples. Father, I think I have a splinter. Father, I missed the sun. When I was a boy, I would have taken this eternal night with more grace than he does, truly. We are bound for Minas Tirith and its houses of healing with a supply of commendable liquor from the Gollum's divine and delicate draughts, but I do not know if we will have safe passage. We encountered a traveler on the road who says Harland is full of orcs. Can you investigate if this is so? Because there are 3 places I would know about in particular. Alright, so he wants us to investigate the entrance to Harland, the docks, and the gatehouse, and the Ramas Ekor, the wall that encircles the Pelennor. Oh, we're almost to Pelennor. And there's Minas Tirith. We are almost to Minas Tirith. Oh my god. I'm about to nerd out. Like, it's been a long road to get here. I started this character 2 years ago. It's been about 2 years of playing this character to get him to this point. I don't know if it took me 2 years. I'm going to go look real quick. I'm going to tell you exactly how long it's been to get this character here. Because I started this character I want to say it was 2 years ago. It might be a little less, but we're going to go look at the playlist for LOTRO. We're going to go look at the first video on the playlist, because this was when I started this character. I've done 200 videos in the Lord of the Rings Online playlist. They're not remastering, no. They are updating bits and pieces here and there, but they are not remastering the game. Alright, here's when I did the High Elf introduction storyline. So let's look at the date on this video. Oh, it's been almost 2 years. November 4th, 2020. So it's been 2 years. Like, I literally started this character on November 4th, 2020. So we're just shy of 2 years. Oh my god, my beard was really short then. That's when I just started growing out my beard for a few months. That's funny. Oh, man. Alright, let's see here. I'm going to have to make a really cool video when I get to Minas Tirith, because it's been basically 2 years for me to take this character from level 1, and I've played him every week. I've missed maybe a couple of sessions here and there due to like being sick or, you know, things of that nature, but otherwise every week I've played this character for 2 years to get him to Minas Tirith. Oh, I can actually... I can memorize that recipe. Oh, I'm gonna have to go through here, aren't I? Before I do this, though, I need to check to see if my coffee's ready. We'll be right back. I was told no, the coffee is not ready. Get him, Scratch. Alright, there's the gate. You're near the entrance of Harland, gateway to the Pelennor. We're going to look here. Harland appears to have been devastated by the attack of a large force. Alright, we need to go a little bit this way. Oh man, this is not looking good. careful as we ease our way through here. Look. Docks have been seized by the enemy. Alright. We have to try to make our way through here. I have a feeling we're going to get swarmed. Oh, I'm definitely getting some graphical lag, which is the first time I've ever seen this. Oh, you know what? Don't die. Oh, I got a captain in here. That's probably why. Alright. Let's slow down. Slow down. Josh H says, I have a static weekly group in Vanguard, but we're looking at dabbling in this game. You should do more than dabble. So right now, you can use the code FreeQuests2022 in the LOTRO store, and you get all of the quest packs for free. Or at least a huge chunk of them for free. So you can already play free to play up to Helm's Deep, which is level 95. Free to play. Lord of the Rings is a massive game. It is my favorite MMORPG of all time, without exception. As much fondness as I have for Vanguard. Lord of the Rings Online is a complete game. It's a finished game. It's out. It's live. It's supported by a full-time staff. It has tons of great content, and it's based on pretty much one of the best book series of all time. There's no reason not to play Lord of the Rings Online, especially if you have a static group. And this is pretty dangerous territory right here, like... The amount of lore that you're going to find in Lord of the Rings Online is better than pretty much any other MMORPG you're going to find, Josh. The downside for some people is that it actually requires a lot of reading. Like, it's like reading a book. Like, if you're going to follow the epic storyline, which is what I'm working on, it's a lot of lore. It's a lot of stuff to take in. Alright. Man, this place is so freaking dangerous right now. I'm like... I don't know where to go. I don't know what to pull. Foes from Harland and the Morgul Vale have been seen throughout Ithilien. Nanoth, the ranger in Barahun, seeks the assistance of a brave hero. No, I don't want that quest. It's not the quest I'm looking for. Hold on. Why does it keep saying that target's not in line of sight? That colliders from that post were messing with. Alright. The Ramus Echo, which blocks the way to the Pelennor, is besieged by the enemy. What's up? Oh, you putting a new cat sheet on the bed? Everybody can say hi to Chris. She's doing chores. Alright, now I need to go back. Man, I wonder if I can just ride out of here without dying a horrible death. We're gonna try it. Run! Oh, my mount is totally gonna get destroyed before I ever even get out of here. 2 hit points. Oh, I'm off the mount. Run! Run! Now I should be able to do a flash bomb. Oh my god, my health is... I don't have any... Do I have any healing pots? I do have some healing pots. Run! Drink a healing pot. Don't stop! Don't stop! Woohoo! I think I managed to drop him. Alright, that was intense. Ooh, oh, I'm still getting chased. Hang on. Alright, so Aragmar just posted this in our crafts, pets, and gardens section of Discord. It says, this is my granny's onion stuffed bread recipe called luchnik from the word luk, which means onion in Bulgaria. First, you need to make a plate of caramelized onions. The filling for our luchnik. Use butter. Yum, 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 yum. Yum. Salt and pepper, overall quality, percentage low onions. I love onions. 200, 300 grams. Caramelize, set aside, make the dough. You know, one thing I'm not sure if we have here is yeast. I'm gonna have to ask Chris if we can get our hands on yeast. Oh, you use honey in this. Oh. Well, I can't wait to try that recipe, Aragmar. I need to go find... I need to see if I can get yeast, though, because we, Mexicans don't bake a lot of bread because they make tortillas. It was a challenge finding yeast in the city. And we had to go to one of the bigger supermarkets, which we don't have where we live right now. So I'm going to have to ask Chris if we can find some yeast. Oh, it sounds so yummy. I can't wait. So, that just got posted in our craft section of Discord, so I would suggest anybody who wants to attempt that need to get it done. Oh, I could make it with beer. That's a good point, because the beer has the yeast in it.
No ill news is truly surprising to me anymore.
Harland is overrun. If we cannot get to the south gate in the Ramus, we will not be able to bring our wares to Minas Tirith. Ah, what is it like to have good fortune? I would love to know, for I have never had it. If there is a bright side to this news, it is that I suspected it was so. No ill news is truly surprising to me anymore. Well, we cannot return to Gallingham without selling his goods, so I sent Nathaden to Imloch to find a purchaser for our Kimonrul liquor. Go north to the town and find my son, for he has not yet returned. But this guy's quests are amazing because he's constantly belittling his son. They're quite amusing. Look at the entrance to this town. Well, I can tell you their servers are being cranky today because I'm getting lots of server lag. Like my character's just like paused suddenly. Oh, there, it jangled for a second. This is the one area that Lord of the Rings Online has to fix, is that their server engineering, ever since they moved their servers to Boston, it's not that great. Alright, there's no fast travel waypoint up in here. For the first time ever, I'm going to turn some graphics down because I am getting graphical lag here, which I've never seen. Shadowzor is the first thing to go.
Good timing.
Hello there,
I
Telemar.
was just telling these ladies about our adventures.
Oh, he's flirting. Nethodon is so brave. Do you remember when we fought off those Corsair raiders together? It was really something, was it not? Nathaden already looks happier than you've ever seen him, and his mood only improves when you tell him that the road through Harland is closed. How unfortunate, how ill-fated, even so. I think this would be a fine place to stay until the road is clear. This is the perfect place to bring our wagon of valuable healing liquors. Did you know that this town has produced some of the finest healers in all the realm? Now, where was I? Oh, yes, I have always sought to provide for my family and my dear old dad. He will never want for nails, for example. He's totally lying to impress the girls. That's amazing. Oh, Dad's not going to be happy. Ah, my friend has arrived, Angbor.
I did not know you traveled with Lord Angbor of Lamadon.
It is my honor to serve him in any way I can. I truly hope you have no tidings of Nathaden that might embarrass me in the presence of my liege. Bandron is shaking with obvious terror of what you might say, and he exhales with obvious relief when you tell him that Nathaden believes mmorpg would be a great place to stay until the road through Harland is open. That's my responsible boy. I've often prouded myself with the example he sets for others, my lord Angbor. Why, I think he seeks to model his behavior after your own son Drambor. That's my Nathaden, all right. Privately, you think to yourself that perhaps both father and son have more in common than the other would admit.
The wagon driver's son speaks wisdom. Imloth Melwi is known for its healers.
The folk here will know the value of the goods on this wagon.
You should cross into Ithilien, and my men will assail Harland. should cross into Ithilien, and my men will assail Harland.
All right, but this is what I was talking about. If Josh H is still here, this is what I wanted to tell you about, because this is what I'm talking about when I say there's a lot of dialogue. Like you get a wall of text when you're following these epic quest lines. So there's a difference in the epic. So I'm following what's called, well, I'll show you once it's in my tracker. But see how it says up top, Book 3, Chapter 5, into Ithilien? That's because this is part of the epic quest line, which are separated into books and volumes, which are different than the normal quests, which just show up based on zones. Enemy forces have crossed in the Anduin and taken the port of Harland by surprise. They've had time enough to fortify the south gate of the Ramus against us, which makes things more difficult to be sure. Only that road can support the movement of my 4,000 men. We simply do not have the time or resources to ferry that many warriors across the Anduin, and moving them through the forest of Ithilien in a wide sweep would be far too slow and take too much time. If we take such a course, the war will be ended before my men get here. No, they must retake Harland, and they will need me to lead them in this effort. You, however, have another errand. Errand? Aragorn wanted you to reach either Gandalf or Faramir. You could take a single craft across the Anduin and move more swiftly than 4,000. You must pass into Ithilien and come by that way to Osgiliath. Meanwhile, my men will assail Harland. My scouts learned that a friend of Gondor operates a secret fairy city to the east, among the high reeds that border that river. Find her, and see if she will bring you across the river into Ithilien. So, if we're going to Osgiliath, we're going to be meeting Faramir. Alright, so we're going to be riding cross-country. Oh, anyway, so now that it's in my quest journal, you'll notice this says Epic. The title of this quest is called Epic Volume 4, Book 3, Voices of the Past. So the epic storylines, which start at level 1, are the primary storyline for the game. So you can go through, and for the most part, especially if you're playing with a static group, the Epic Book series is going to take you from your starting zone all the way through. There'll be like a prologue, what it's called, that leads you to the Prancing Pony in Bree, around level 15, and that's when the actual book stories start, the actual Volume 1 stuff. And you're going to be working with Aragorn and Gandalf and Frodo and Sam and Legolas and Gimli, and eventually you move on to other characters. But for the most part, the epic storyline is following in the footsteps of the Fellowship of the Ring as they move to Mordor, and this acts as the primary quest line that can guide you where to go in the game. Occasionally you will need to back out and do zone quests to level up your character, but for the most part you'll be able to stay, at least for a long time, up until Mirkwood almost. You'll be able to do just the main quest, occasionally backing out and doing zone quests. But there's a lot of story here, especially... Yeah, there's a lot of story. Like I said, I've been playing this character for 2 years, and I'm just now getting him to Mordor. And I've played every week, once a week, a minimum of once a week, for almost 2 years. November 4th will be 2 years exactly. So it's taken me 2 years to get to level 100, and I think it actually goes to one. I think it's 120. If I'm not mistaken, Mordor is like 120, so we're not quite even to Mordor yet. We're still in Volume 4. So I still have quite a bit to go. I'm hoping I can wrap up the game by Christmas. When I say wrap up the game, I mean wrap up the main storyline of getting the ring to Mordor and throwing it in Mount Doom, because they've still done a lot of content after this. Because Mordor was like 3 or 4 years ago, I think. Yeah, and feel free to ask me questions if you want, Josh. Because this playlist has like 200 videos in it, my Lord of the Rings Online playlist. There's a lot of stuff. Eric Mar says the dough for this bread is so delicious you can bake it as is, no filling. Good bread is worth its weight in gold. Man, I'm supposed to go down through here? I feel like this is going to be suicide. Galder's Dell. Oh, I'm going around. Oh, those guys totally didn't spawn until I ran in there. That's the server. And I would also say, Josh, the bulk of this game, there are storylines that you can do as part of the epic story, the epic quest chain. Some of them you'll have to do solo. They make you do them solo, but most of them will provide you with the option to do them as a group, and some of them specifically have options to do them as a group or solo. And the group content in this game is no joke. Like, this is not easy mode. If you decide to do the content with a group, you will be challenged. You will need a tank, you will need a healer, you will need to use crowd control. The group content in this game is no joke. Like, it was designed back in the day when it first launched, it was only group-based content. Now the modernizations are such that, like, let's say you only have 3 people and not 6 in your group. The epic quest lines, you get a stone that you can click, which will give you hit points and help you so that you can do the content even if you don't have 6 people in your group. It essentially buffs you so that you don't have to wait if you don't have 6 people. Group size is 6. That's the max people in a group, Josh, is 6 people. But again, if you don't have 6, the epic storyline quests will give you a buff, or they will give you a stone that you can click to buff yourself, so that if you decide to do some of these places as a group, you'll be able to do that. But that only applies to the epic book stories. The open dungeons, the normal instances and things of that nature, those do not allow you to buff yourselves. Oh, if you have 5 always, you should be good to go. You might find yourselves, like, especially like Moria is a good example. Moria is the first big expansion. Those dungeons are no joke in Moria. They're like level 50 to, no, hang on, they're 60, level 60 dungeons. Level 50, like, I think they're 55 to 60 dungeons in Moria. Yeah, that's normal, having a 6 that comes and go. If you have at least 5 people, then, like, you should be able to do, I would say, almost all of the 6-man dungeons without any problems. Although I will say, there will be instances where you will have to take it slow. Because, like, Moria, we tried to do some of those dungeons with 4 people, and it was not happening on a couple of the dungeons. We just had to accept that there was a couple of dungeons we couldn't do with 4 people. We had to do it with, we could only do a handful of them this last time we went through. So, but if you've got 5, you should be okay to do most of the dungeons. Chapter 3, Books 3, Chapter 5, Into Ithilien.
You are welcome to use my boat and defeat foes in Ithilien.
Oh, I like her character model. Look at that pouch. Oh no, that's not a pouch, that's like a wraparound belt. Very cool. You have approached from the west. I have seen precious few foemen come from that way. Most of enemies of Gondor have come from the east. Why do you seek to cross the river? You tell the woman that you have important tidings of the war, but have sworn to give them only to Gandalf the Wizard or to Faramir of Minas Tirith. I suspected as much, and will not ask for you to break your vow. I have not seen any wizard in these parts, and the name Gandalf is unknown to me, but Faramir has spent more time of late ranging in the woods of Ithilien than he has in the White City. You are welcome to use my boat, and to have this advice. Seek for Faramir and his rangers at Bar Hurin to the east. I ask only this. Defeat any Harajim you encounter in Ithilien. They are a danger to my friends and to my kingdom. Alright, we're taking the boat. What's up, Geraint? Geraint? It's probably Geraint. I butcher my pronunciation sometimes. Ooh, look at this little stock post. Look at this, they've got boats. Oh, I love stumbling across little world building things like this. Like, it's a nice little dock area you see the world builders did a really good job here. Look at this little ferry. Check this shit out. It's got oars in it. So like it's a literal, like you could put your horse on that and get ferried across with the oars. So cool. We got a little hut over here with some firewood, some boxes and crates, upside down boat, a couple of other boats stacked. Look at that lantern. I never remember. Sometimes I forget Geranth, if it's Geranth or Geranth. You never know. Some people do things different. We're both playing LOTRO. Nice. Alright, so we're supposed to be heading up to Barhurin here. Oh, so somewhere over there, we're not going to be able to see it at the moment, but there's Minas Tirith is like north of us. And it looks like we're going to be riding up the river to go to Osgiliath. But first, we have to kill some Haradrim before we can go find Faramir. I wonder if we're going to get our first glimpse of Minas Tirith when we come over the hill here. That music got super epic. Jaron. I hear like thunder in the background too. Which may be the storms of Mordor. Alright, so it looks like this is too heavily forested, so we're not going to get a glimpse yet. Oh! There's a clearing up ahead. We're going to get a glimpse of Minas Tirith? Through the trees? Come on! I'm like jonesing. No, we're not. It's over to the left. Man, you could totally hear like the storms of Mordor. Alright, I know I'm ignoring like where I'm supposed to be hunting for the bad guys, but because I want to see if I can get a glimpse of the White City. Oh! So Minas Tirith is over there. I think it's too far away to see, I think, because the LODs only go so far. I'm maxed out, but it's not going to let me see it, so. Alright, there's Haradrim down in here, so we're going to go down here and fight these guys. This game is beautiful, and I even have the graphics turned down a little bit, Ericmar, because for some odd reason when I got into Gondor, I started getting graphical lag for the first time ever. So I just turned the shadows down a little bit. Sure thing, Sophie. Welcome aboard. Well, it's giving me multiple quests here, so we'll take these. Oh, did he? Alright, we're gonna sick the crows on him. He stunned my ass. We're gonna mez that guy. Man, that poison dot's no joke. is, and honestly, like I said, I'm only on like medium settings right now, because I did have to. I played on Ultra all the way up till Gondor, and I don't know what the difference is with Gondor, but once I got to Gondor, I have a 1080, so I have an older laptop, older machine. But I was able to play on Ultra settings all the way up until I got to Gondor, and ever since I've gotten to Gondor, I've had to progressively turn the settings down a little bit more each time I've gotten closer to Minas Tirith, because there just appears to be a lot going on visually that they're drawing on the card. But it's still, even on medium settings, looks pretty good. What is this guy summoning? Not a lot, because I'm going to take him out. So, you can see below us, so there's the outer ring. Minas Tirith is right there. You can even see the outer walls, but the line of sight, like the LODs, are just far enough away that we can't quite see the city. But there's the outer walls right there, where my mouse is. And then below us, you can see the other wall and the fields of Pelennor. Oh my god, we're so close! I'm just gonna take this stupid quest, even though I'm not gonna do it. Tired of it popping up on my quest tracker. I never did find out if Chris finished with the coffee. I need to go see if there's coffee ready. Ooh, there's Galadir. He's tied up. Can't rescue him yet, so whatever quest he's related to, I'm not allowed to do yet. Yeah, it's definitely, there's a ton of stuff being drawn, Sophie. Take care of that dude. Alright. Now technically I've completed the quests I need. Now we can ride on out of here. Find the camp of Ferimir's Rangers at Bar Húriden, south of Thilian. So, for those of you who have been following along with my Mondays in Middle-earth series, we just did the chapters where they meet Faramir over the last few weeks. Such amazing, amazing chapters. And I love the fact that we're literally going over the same ground that we were just reading through a few weeks ago. So inspiring. That's one of the reasons I always come back to this game and tell everybody that this is my favorite mmorpg of all time, because not only is it a good game, it is a little older, you know, a little dated, but it gives you a chance to see and experience all those things. And that's honestly why I'm having so much fun with the LOTRO tourism series I'm doing right now, because we're going through and exploring all the places from the books and showcasing them in this game, because everywhere that's in the books, everything you can find in the books, you can find in the game. Look at these ruins here that we're about to ride into. Oh, look at that. Look at the banners and the trees. Oh my god! Oh my god! Goosebumps. A Gondorian man calls your name and beckons to you. Alright, I need to find a place to bind to. Alright, who are you, Dwelin?
My brother and I are from the Blackroot Vale.
What's up, Opolemi?
And we seek adventure.
I knew it was you the moment your name... Hold on, let me restart that. I knew it was you the moment you came to this place. The rangers of Ithilien have been watching your progress through the woods, speaking of your deeds, and my brother and I have been looking forward to meeting you. I am Dwelin, and this is my brother Derifin. We are no rangers. We are from the Blackroot Vale, far west of here, and we marched to Minas Tirith with our father when the beacons were lit. And then... nothing. Sitting in idleness while excitement happens elsewhere has never been to either of our tastes, so we escaped from the White City and crossed the river in secret. Now we seek adventure. Okay. I'll take critical rating.
We will be the first to fell one of the mighty Mumakil.
Okay. The people of the Blackroot Vale know of our grand adventures throughout the wild and certainly speak of the ferocious creatures we have hunted. They will be as nothing compared to the prey we now seek, the mighty Mumakil. The rangers have seen these great beasts in the service of the Harajim of the south, but so far none have felled even a single Mumak. My brother and I will be the first to do so, and we would be honored for you to accompany us on this hunt. You tell Dwelin that you are looking for Faramir and cannot delay from that errand. He is not here, but if you help us hunt the mighty Mumakil, you have my word that the sons of Blackroot will help you find him. Speak to me when you are ready to depart. Before we do this, because this sounds like it's going to be an instanced quest, which means I'm going to record an episode, I need to get a cup of coffee if the coffee is ready, because that was like 30 minutes ago. Be right back. I didn't even realize that Lucas was in here. That's why Chris put the new sheet on the bed, so that Luke could just come in. So he's about, I think we estimate that he was born in the beginning of February. So March, April, May, June, July, August, September. He's almost 8 months old. He's Daddy's boy. And he was the biggest feral cat when he first showed up with his mom. He was the one that was hissing at us and always hiding under the bed, and now he's my big baby. He has also started to, he goes and hunts and brings things back for his siblings, for his brothers and sisters, little lizards and salamanders. And he has started to defend the territory. The next door neighbor has a cat who's about the same age, and that cat tries to sneak through our territory because there's forest behind our property, and he has started to defend our territory against that cat. He's like, "Don't you come through here! This is my yard." And as a result, he likes to go out at night now. So during the daytime, he sleeps all day, but then he goes out. He wants to go out at like 9 o'clock at night. He just stays outside most nights. Which is why I'm trying to get the outdoor shelter built. So thanks to those of you who have donated to the GoFundMe, because I've been building that outdoor shelter with the wood by hand. But it's been raining like the past 4 or 5 days. I haven't been able to make any progress for a few days. I didn't even know he was in here. I guess Chris said he came in here while I've been playing. Curse with the headphones sometimes that I don't hear a lot. All right. So it looks like we're about to go hunt down the great mighty Mumakil with these sons of Blackroot before we're able to go find Faramir. So let's see what this is all about. The infamous cat gifts.
I can hardly contain my excitement.
It's time to hunt the mighty Mumakil the Harland have brought to Gondor. This is one of those instance quests. The infamous cat gifts, yeah. Healthy, normal cat, yes. He's a good boy.
My brother and I have sworn a solemn vow to bring down the mighty Mumakil that have come to Gondor.
We should not all tramp through the wild together. The two of us would be silent enough, I expect, but my brother makes more noise in the brush than even the largest Mumak. This sword of mine has proven the better of every creature upon which I have set my mark, and today will be no different. If you choose to hunt with me, we will travel up the slope to the north for a better view, the better to surprise our prey. Oh, so you're going to have to choose. My brother and I rarely hunt together, Tillamar. We find that we have much more success when tracking a foe if we travel alone. That way, if one of us frightens the beast, the other may be able to take advantage of the confusion of our prey. My chosen weapon is this longbow, and my accuracy with it is legendary among the folk of the Blackroot Vale. If you come with me, I suggest that we travel eastward by way of the road, and the long sight lines will give us advantage over any raiding parties we might encounter while we search for a Mumak. So it says choose to accompany one of the brothers and follow him in search of prey. If you are in a fellowship, every character must choose the same brother to follow, or the instance will fail. I think we'll go with Dwelin. Driffin was wise to leave the road to the two of us. Harajim approach. These Harajim may have been the advance guard for a Mumak. They certainly give us a lot of enemies to fight our way through to find one of these mighty Munek. These Harlanders will rue the day they came to Gondor. I hear a wolf or a warg out there somewhere. Oh, I've been interrupted. Let's move off the road to see if we can overhear their talk, Telemar. I agree, but I need to chug some Daleman's cram first. How long must we fight alongside orcs? I don't trust their kind. I heard they're led by wraiths, dead kings untaken by death. Their rewards will be great. You must have patience. How long must we wait? These Nazgul have the stink of death on them. And as for Gothmog, enough of this talking. Let us quiet the ramblings, Telemar. Foes! Fear by a foe awake! These guys keep interrupting me. Well, come on, Dwelin. This instance is called the Sons of Blackroot. You have not found a Mumakil there yet, Dwelin. What about you, Telemar? I have not. I encountered a number of orcs ranging through the forested hills of these lands, but I caught no sign of any Mumakil. How can such large beasts evade us? And yet, I feel the earth tremble. Do you feel that? Can it be? Something approaches. Do you hear the earth shake? Do you feel? Sorry, not hear. Mumak! Oh yeah, that's definitely an Oliphant. Swords at the ready. There's more than one! Dylan, Telemar, run! Yeah, run away! Run away! Oliphants! That was kind of a cool little instance. These are the little things that I like, because you come across these when you're traveling throughout the game, and it's just the little things that add a slight touch of extra life to it. Alright, where's the turn in here?
Gondor needs your aid.
Oh, there's a milestone here I definitely need to find. Alright, let's go find the brothers. Alright. Well, I really want to find Faramir, and I'm hoping that this is where we get to meet Faramir, because that would be a pretty awesome thing to happen. Alright, here they are.
Next time we will have one for sure.
Did you see the size of those Mumakil? They were even larger than I expected and twice as ferocious. I'm still winded from their pursuit, and I could not be happier about it. Dwelin's eyes are bright, and the words tumble from him in an excited torrent. Next time we will have one for sure. Their hides are thick, but seeing them up close has shown me where to aim. Their eyes. That is the only unprotected spot. I can see that now. Oh, what a prize this will be, and certainly it will be pleasant to deprive the Horizon of such a mighty beast of war, but think of the tales they will sing of my brother and me, and you of course as well, Telemar. But for now we have to help you with your own errand, I suppose. Yeah, you are supposed to take me to Faramir.
My brother and I will go with you to Osgiliath to seek Faramir.
The men here think Faramir can be found in the north, somewhere in the city of Osgiliath, outside the Anduin, astride the Anduin, sorry. The steward of Gondor charged his son with the defense of Osgiliath, but none here know if he has repelled the enemy. Some speak of a hidden encampment within the culverts beneath the city. If Faramir or his men still defend the city, that is where they will be. My brother and I will go with you. There is certain to be more than enough orcs for the both of us to hone our skills in battle. So now we need to find Faramir or his men within the Osgiliath culverts, which is quite a ways down the road. We're going to be making a bit of a journey at this point. Right. That eggplant curry was delicious. I will bestow my secret recipe to the one who wins the Luchnik contest. Fair enough. Oh, I actually just asked Chris, and she said she's not sure if we can find yeast. So if we can't find yeast here... Thank you. If we can't find yeast here, then we will just use beer. So I was just brought a sandwich. Now what's important about this sandwich is that the chicken in the sandwich is from our second rooster, which we... actually, no, this might be the third rooster, actually. She already left, so I can't ask. I think this is from the third rooster. Might be the second. I don't know. But it's from one of our own roosters, which we killed last week. I say we. Chris was the one who did the slaughtering. But homegrown roosters. Some Mexican beer is delicious. Not all Mexican beer is delicious. But yes, I may use some of the dark brown beers. I gotta bite into my chicken sandwich. Yeah, use the delicious one. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Sophie. Appreciate it. Fresh coffee, fresh sandwich. It's only 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We have a long day ahead of us. Pork jars. One of the things they do very well here in Mexico is this. It's cochinita, but it's a baby pig, and they roast the whole baby pig over a fire, or they'll barbecue it. Not barbecue, but with charcoal. Or they'll put it in the ground and cook it in the ground. There's a variety of ways, but it's all these ways to cook what they call cochinita, which just means little pig, baby pig. It is so good. It melts in your mouth. It's just, it's like butter.
These are troublesome times indeed.
By the way, everybody who's in YouTube chat right now, go check out the picture that Aragmar just put on our Discord in the crafts channel. That loaf of bread he just posted. Oh man, I'm so ready for fresh bread. That's gonna be my weekend mission. Look at this statue. We're at the crossroads. So, if I'm not mistaken, hold that thought. I just read. Oh, it's a great touch, Sophie. And I also love. So I'm in the middle of reading The Two Towers right now on my Kindle, going through the Mondays in Middle Earth series, and I could swear. Chapter 9. I'm on chapter 9 right now, which was Shelob's lair. Chapter 7 was the crossroads, right? I'm gonna go look real quick. I could swear that's the chapter we're just, and this is the crossroads that's in that chapter. Hold up. Wait a minute. Because I could swear I just read this, because there's this line of dialogue in this chapter where Frodo is now if I'm right, so it is. This is it. So there's a line of dialogue in that chapter when they come to the crossroads, and it's the last light of day coming in from the east, and Frodo can see the road all the way going west to Osgiliath, which is right there, and beyond to Minas Tirith, and he can see the snow-capped mountains, which we can totally kind of, it's off in that direction to the west. And he says the last ray of light of the setting sun comes through, and this statue, which has the head cut off of it, and it has like the deformed figure and like the eye painted up with stone, somewhere around here should be the fallen head, which is wreathed with flowers that Sam notes, because as the last light of day comes down shining from the west through, it says it lights Sam's face and then goes beyond him to the fallen head of the statue where it's wreathed in crowns. And the line in the film when he was like, "Look, Mr. Frodo, the king has got his crown again." This is the crossroads. I want to see if I can find the head right now. Like, I got goosebumps right now. This is the cool shit. So this right here is the perfect example of why I am doing the LOTRO tourism series on my YouTube channel, because finding places like this from the book and showing people that they're in the game is like mind blown to me. Like, this is the perfect example of what I'm talking about. So let's find this. If I could find the head. It would make sense if it was... Actually, I don't know where it would make sense for it to be. Is this it? Here it is. Here it is. Look, look, look. There's the head. And it's got the wreath of crowns around it, just like from the book. Oh! Oh! Not only that, Sophie, but if you... I don't know if you can hear it because I have the sound volumes changed a little bit because I'm streaming. But you can hear the storms. Like, there's lots of distant lightning and thunder. Can't hear the lightning, but there's distant thunder constantly going on. Oh! This is so cool! It's so cool! Alright, let's go see if we can find Faramir. Oh, there's one of the... Oh shit, there's one right in front of me. Go around! There is, for those, it's probably a kill quest to, it's probably a kill quest for the, those guys are very, very red to me. And elites. Oh my god, there's another one. Oh shit, this whole area is like teeming with bad guys. Oh, I need to actually take a step back and... Oh my god, how am I gonna get in here? It says I'm supposed to find Faramir or his men. Well, I'm not getting in that way. Oh, the ground totally shakes when you get close enough. Alright, well, I don't know how I'm getting into Osgiliath. Wonder if I have to go in from the... Wonder if I have to swim in. Welcome to the channel, Peter Garfi. Alright, this definitely looks like it's a little safer. Spoke too soon because there's still Easternling warriors ahead of me. Fuck it! This probably was a really bad idea. Oh, oh, oh! How far can I get before I get knocked off my horse? Not very far. Run! Run! Oh, there's not going to be a safe place for me. This was a bad, bad decision. No! Leave me alone! Oh, there's bodies everywhere. I might be getting to a safe spot. Maybe not a safe spot. We'll see. Guys, these guys will not drop. And I don't want to stop because if I stop to cast my pet, I'm going to get crap beat out of me. Oh! Oh! I think we might have found him. New deed, the legacy, but we're gonna take time to check all this stuff out later. Run! I don't care about anything other than discovering where Faramir is. It's the only thing I care about right now. Alright. Take a moment of deep breath. That was a little intense. I cannot believe I survived that. Oh my god, let's see. Load all the resources, please. Alright. You have found the city's defenders, but Faramir is not with them. Disappointment. It's all good.
I gladly welcome your help.
Even as I feared.
Fear it comes too late.
Okay. The city is lost. There are too many orcs, and every passing hour brings more of their kind, as well as ferocious warriors from the south. I do not hope to save the city, Lawmaster. Now my hope is to purchase as much time for the defenders of Minas Tirith as I am able. Osgiliath will not be retaken, but until we are slain, we might slow the forward march of those foes with our efforts. Faramir is in charge of the defense, but we were separated during the fighting, and no man has seen him. When last I saw my captain, he was fighting by the southwest wall of Osgiliath in the company of doughty warriors, Inthol and Gelnor. If you could find one of them, they may have tidings. Do what you can to slow the enemy's march, and to find Faramir. Alright. So this is Book 3, Chapter 7. Where are we at, time-wise? What time is it? Alright. We have come to the end of my journey with this stream, ladies and gentlemen. The reason for that being, I still have to record my episode, which I haven't done yet, which means I'm going to go switch to my Hobbit. Actually, no, I need to do that. I need to do that one because those have to be edited. So yeah, I won't do that one live on the air. I have to go record my LOTRO tourism episode for tomorrow, which means that's my next course of action because it's already 2:30. At 3 o'clock, I've got to be live for World of Warcraft Classic, so I've got to get my LOTRO tourism episode recorded and prepped for tomorrow. I did record the episode with the two sons when we were chasing down the Oliphant, so I'll be uploading that as a later episode for the channel. But I would like to say thanks to everyone for hanging out today. I really appreciate everybody being here. We had Erigmar, I haven't seen him in a while, so thank you very much. And he put a really cool bread recipe up in the Discord channel. And there is going to be a challenge. He's going to give away his, what recipe did you see we're giving away? He says he's going to give away his eggplant curry recipe to whoever makes the best looking loaf of bread. So, challenge is on, ladies and gentlemen. That's over in the craft section of our Discord. Thanks to Sophie for hanging out today. Who else was here with us today? Apollomy was here for a little while earlier. Duranth was here. Josh H. Anybody else I'm missing? Not Sid. Thanks for hanging out, everybody, today. I did not get to stream LOTRO last week, although I did log in and play my, a little bit. I did record my LOTRO tourism episode last week, but I didn't stream last week because we were having weather issues and internet issues. He says he's putting even more recipes in there now. Nice. Well, I'm hungry, and hopefully... Chris said she's not sure if we can find... They call it levadura. Yeast. at the local supermarkets. No one really does any baking here, but if they don't, I am going to be using beer. So stay tuned for that. My brother shared a bunch of stuff with me on TikTok, so I got to go check that out. All right, I will be back at 3 p.m. in about 30 minutes ish. In about 30 minutes, we'll be live with World of Warcraft Classic, and we will be playing Classic for the next few hours at least, until probably around 8 o'clock tonight. So the next probably 5 hours we'll play World of Warcraft Classic. But in the meantime, I gotta go record my LOTRO tourism videos for tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. Also, I've already got the Rings of Power video for tomorrow coming out, and I need to record another Wheel of Time video for Thursday. And then, oh no, it won't be, yeah, it'll be wheat beer, malt beer. And then tomorrow I'll have the next episode of Star Wars Andor up. I'll have the review up in the morning, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, thanks for hanging out, everybody, today. Appreciate the support, appreciate the love. Don't forget, oh, by the way, something that we did today, which is new. People were asking, the last few weeks I've had people asking about, why don't you do it? And I did it. There are now multiple tiers of memberships available here on YouTube. So it's not just the normal Adventurers Guild anymore. We have 3 tiers of memberships now on YouTube. So if you want to support with a membership, you can. Super chats and stickers, as always, goes towards the daily goal. Josh H asks, thanks for all the info. Any server in particular? Honestly, if you're just starting off from scratch, you guys are playing on with your own static group. So since you have a static group, you're not reliant upon other people to get groups. So I would highly suggest the Landroval server. Landroval, let me type it in chat, and I'll tell you why. That's one of the servers I would suggest. However, you could check out, all the servers are good, but the Landroval server I like. We have characters on that server because they do a music festival there. So one of the things that Lord of the Rings Online has is in-game music, where you can actually write music and play it in the game with instruments. And so there are actual bands, and they have this thing called Weathertop. Is it Weathertop? That's not what it's called. Weathertop is the name of the mountain. What is that music festival from the 70s or whatever? Why am I blanking on this? Hang on, I'm gonna go look this up real quick. Remember what it's called. LOTRO music. LOTRO. Weatherstock. I knew it was weather something. It's called Weatherstock, which happens every year, and I believe it's on the Landroval server every time. So Landroval has a pretty good RP community, but you can check that out. But I think all the servers are good. They may even have a new server. I'm not sure. There's also the legendary servers. The legendary servers are kind of like the TLP servers for EverQuest. So if you're paying a monthly subscription, if you're paying as a monthly fee, if you're playing as a VIP subscriber, you get access to the legendary servers. If you're free to play, you do not. However, I would also say don't forget, you can see it. I'm going to type this in. It is Free Quests 2022. Let me find a link to this here real quick. I'll drop this in YouTube chat. This is for you, Josh. That coupon code is ridiculous. So if you're on a free-to-play account, if you guys have never played LOTRO before, start your accounts. You're going to get everything up to Helm's Deep for free. That's level 95 content. Now, the Free Quest 2022 gives you, it looks like it gives you, even Yondershire, this looks like it gives you everything from, oh yeah, this is like all the quest packs, it looks like, all the way up to Mordor. It doesn't quite get you Mordor, but the Free Quest 2022 discount link, which is that coupon code, it's going to give you the following. It gives you all these quest packs. You get Central Gondor, East Gondor, West Gondor, Old Anorian, Far Anorian, March of the King, Battle of the Black Gate, Legacy of the Necromancer, Where Dragons Dwell, Vales of Anduin, all the way up to Mordor, that's a ridiculous amount of content for free that you would normally need to be a VIP subscriber to access or to purchase the game. So make sure to just go use that code right now, because you're going to get a insane amount of free content right now. Sophie says they also have the music bands and housing contests on the French server too. Oh, and Jonas says on the German ones. I did not know that. So looks like there's some amazing stuff happening on the other servers as well. So I'm on the Laurelin server with this one. This is the old roleplay server from the Europe side of things. But I don't recommend this server for new players because there's not a lot going on here, unless you're at the high end. Plus it's a European server, so if you're from the US, you should pick like Brandywine or Landroval or something. It does have a really good community, Sophie, for sure. Alright folks, I really am crunched for time, so I gotta get going so I can get all my stuff done before I run out of time today. Thank you so much. Loves, hugs. Thanks for hanging out today, everybody. I'll see you in the next episode. Next Tuesday, I'll be streaming again. Don't forget to check out the upcoming LOTRO tourism episode, which will be live either tomorrow or Thursday. Sometime this week, the next tourism episode is up. The last one was the Misty Mountains, and we went and we saw Gollum's cave deep within the heart of the Misty Mountains. So check that episode out if you haven't already. Until next time, everybody, stay safe, have a good week.